Alrighty, welcome back to Beers with Boydo. Right, so today I'm going to be drinking and comparing and finishing the beer that I enjoy the most out of these two. So I guess you could say it's a mini beer battle. I have VB, Victorian Bitter, the very best. Not really. And I have Melbourne Bitter. Now, both are owned and brewed by Carlton and United Breweries. They're both Victorian lagers. I don't drink either of them. I have had them in the past though. The last VB I had was actually on the channel when I reviewed the beer with the most litter out in Kurnell, VB1. And bought a 6-pack of VB. The first one I had on camera, I remember I rated it 8 out of 10. And yeah, when I got to the second, third and fourth off camera, gosh, it just got worse and worse and worse. Probably down to like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. And then Melbourne Bitter. Gosh, the last one I had of these, I think, was probably about 12 years ago. A mate of mine, Jake, shout out to Jake if you end up seeing this video. He was really into them back in the day. He still might be. And he'd give me the odd one every now and then and rave on about them. And I remember every time I'd just drink it and be like, you know, not really my thing. But I do think my beer palate has grown a lot over the last 12 years, and I do pretty much like every type of beer now. I reckon I'll be able to appreciate the two. Yeah, in saying that VB I had last time, yeah, the first one was pretty good, and then, don't know, they just got a bit worse, but I was still appreciating it. It's still, you know, it's not a bad beer. So, right, let's pour them out, and then chat a bit more about them. So, VB here, it is 375ml bottle, and it's 4.9% in alcohol. And then the Melbourne Bitter, same size bottle, just different shape, 375ml. And it is, what's the alcohol percentage? Gosh, where is it? It's 4.6. So 4.9 and 4.6. I do believe, I know VB used to be stronger, and I'm pretty sure Melbourne Bitter was too. But anyway, so I've got 4.9 and 4.6, so a 0.3% difference in alcohol. So let's pour them out and have a bit of a chat. VB. Done a bit of smoke off the bottle there, which always looks nice. Don't know if you could see that. Now we've got the Australian schooner glasses to pour them into. All right, VB. Don't mind VB off tap in a pub. Gosh, that head's horrible. Should have poured that a lot more aggressive. Yeah, that head is terrible on that beer. How are we going to do this? Put that there, that there. Don't know if we can see this carbonation here. It's looking pretty good. It's actually looking really refreshing. Just wish there was more head on that one. All right, let's pour out the Melbourne Bitter. Now, the way I got the idea for this video was, I worked the odd shift in a Dan Murphy's store, which is a bottle shop here in Australia. And over Christmas, I was doing a lot of shifts, and we had this regular customer, and he'd always buy a Carlton draft. And then one day, he comes in. Hang on, we'll just, that head's pretty bad on that one too. We'll just have a look at the carbonation here. Yeah, pretty good. And we'll just, while I'm at it, we'll just hold them up. I mean, they look exactly the same in colour. I can't see any difference there. The bubbles on the VB coming up off the glass look a bit smaller, which from my understanding indicates a better beer. So anyway, we had this customer over Christmas and he's buying Carlton draft, and one week he puts up a 6-pack of Melbourne Bitter on the counter, and I said to him, you know, where's your Carlton draft? What's with the Melbourne Bitter? And he said, well, you're out of Carlton draft, so I've got to get Melbourne Bitter. And then I said, so what do you think of the Melbourne Bitter? And he goes, it's a bit rougher. So I thought that sparked the interest for the idea of the video. I was originally going to do Melbourne Bitter versus Carlton draft, but I really love Carlton draft. I mean, I've got a Carlton draft bar mat here, so I didn't think it'd be a fair comparison. So I thought, you know what? I don't really drink Melbourne Bitter. He said it's a bit rougher. I never really drink VB, and every time I do have a VB out of a bottle or a can, I do think it's a bit rough. So I thought this would be a very good comparison. Right, let's crack on, have a smell, have a taste, and I'll finish the one I'm enjoying the most, and that's it. VB. Yeah, just that Australian macro lager smell. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just that Pride of Ringwood hop. You can smell how the bitter finish is going to taste. A very minor touch of some like sweet malt in that one. Very minor. All right, Melbourne Bitter. Whoa. That smells a lot rougher than the VB. Just a bit like tinnier. It smells pretty similar, but a bit tinnier. No sweet malt smell like the VB. The VB smells a lot nicer. Oh, that smells like a hangover, that one. Yeah. Jeez, okay. That customer was right. Well, let's see when I taste it, actually. We don't know yet. All right, VB. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Pretty good. Yeah, a very Australian macro lager bitter finish to it. And just like it smells, it's got like a minor touch of like a sweet malt, which makes it quite enjoyable. Yeah, tastes pretty much how it did when I did that other video where I drank the VB. But remember, that's the first. Be interesting to know if I was to have 6 of these tonight, where we'd get. All right, Melbourne Bitter. Gosh, after smelling this Melbourne Bitter, I don't know about this. Cheers. I want to do it justice because I know Melbourne Bitter's got a bit of a following. There's a Facebook group, the Melbourne Bitter Appreciation Society, I think it is. Maybe a bit similar to the Resch's one. I'm actually in it just because I love seeing people put up their photos of their beer. So we'll see. I don't know what to make of that. It's not as bad as what it smells like. I mean, it's refreshing. Again, got that Australian macro lager bitter finish to it. But you can really taste that Pride of Ringwood hop. It's just like, it's got this like metallic tinny mouthfeel and taste that the VB doesn't have. I want to do it justice because, as I said, Melbourne Bitter's got a big loyal fan base, so you'd think it's got to be good. And as I said, my mate Jake used to slam these all the time, so all right. Let's see. Not a bad beer. It's growing on me. It's not too bad. It is growing on me. Jeez, it's not... It's gotten better. Now, this is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. All right. Okay. Gonna have to make a decision because you'll probably start to get bored. All right. I'm at the pub. Got 2 beers here. Sip of each. And then which one do I actually enjoy better? Let's see. All right. All right, I know which one, and it's actually not by much. Right, okay. VB is the winner for me. Whew. Wouldn't want to scull too many of them. I'd imagine they'd have a good hangover as well. Okay, yeah, the Melbourne Bitter. Right, the reason why I didn't win, it's just got this mild, tinny aftertaste in it. I don't know. And this, I like the touch of the sweet malt flavour you get from the VB. Makes it a bit smoother. It goes down a bit. Yeah, it's a bit smoother on the mouthfeel. But yeah, the Melbourne Bitter, I don't know. Look, it's not too bad if you're desperate. Like, I mean, okay, like the customer I had that usually gets the Carlton Draft and then got the Melbourne Bitter. In that case, I'd maybe get the Melbourne Bitter if there's no Carlton Draft, because Carlton Draft is way better than these two. But even then, I'd probably go the VB before the Melbourne Bitter. Don't know, I wouldn't mind trying that off tap down in Melbourne. Might be a bit better. And I wouldn't mind trying the long necks, because the long necks are generally a bit better. Anyway, VB's the winner of today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.